Let us be completely honest for a second. If you look purely at the raw, on-paper performance metrics, the Subaru Forester really should not be as insanely popular as it is. It is shaped like a sensible hiking boot, it accelerates like a tired marathon runner, and the infotainment system can sometimes feel like it is powered by an old dial-up internet connection. And yet, people absolutely lose their minds over this car. Families buy them, drive them into the dirt for a decade, and then immediately march right back into the dealership to buy another exact same model. It commands one of the most fiercely loyal customer bases in the entire automotive industry. Today, we are going to figure out exactly why that is. We are looking at the brand new 6th generation, specifically diving into the 2026 model year. Subaru completely redesigned this vehicle from the ground up just a year prior, but for 2026, they finally dropped the missing puzzle piece that everyone in the market has been begging for. But before we get to the good stuff, let us talk about the biggest, most glaring complaint you will hear from actual owners. The standard gas engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated, horizontally opposed 4-cylinder boxer engine. It produces exactly 180 horsepower and 178 pounds-feet of torque. If you spend 5 minutes on car forums, owners will tell you straight up that merging onto a busy freeway requires some serious advanced planning and maybe a quick prayer. Automotive reviewers have clocked the 0 to 60 miles per hour time at a rather sleepy 8.3 seconds. When you press your foot firmly to the floor, the continuously variable transmission lets out a loud groaning noise, the engine revs high, and eventually the vehicle decides it is ready to move forward. If you're looking for a sharp, canyon-carving, high-performance sports utility vehicle, you definitely took a wrong turn at the Mazda dealership. However, here's the incredible payoff that makes the 2026 model year so incredibly important. Subaru has finally introduced the brand new Forester Hybrid. They took that exact same 2.5-liter internal combustion engine and paired it with a highly sophisticated electric motor system and a lithium-ion battery pack. This hybrid setup bumps the total output up to a much healthier 194 horsepower. While an extra 14 horsepower might not sound like a massive performance leap on paper, the instant, immediate torque provided by those electric motors fills in the exact gaps where the traditional gas engine usually falls completely flat. It transforms the entire city driving experience from sluggish to genuinely smooth and responsive. Even better, this hybrid powertrain delivers an estimated 35 miles per gallon in combined driving, giving you a massive maximum cruising range of up to 581 miles on a single tank of fuel. You could easily drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco and still have plenty of fuel left over to get lost in the mountains. And speaking of getting lost in the mountains, let us pivot to the real, undeniable reason people actually buy this vehicle. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, not a premium optional add-on that forces you to spend an extra $2,000 at the dealer, not a cheap reactive slip and grip system that only decides to send power to the rear axle after your front tires are already buried in mud. Subaru utilizes a full-time, true mechanical all-wheel drive system with a physical drive shaft continuously distributing power to all 4 wheels. Combine that legendary traction with a generous 8.7 inches of ground clearance on the standard trims, and you have a compact crossover that can confidently plow through severe winter snowstorms and rutted service roads that would leave a front-wheel drive Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V spinning its wheels in an absolute panic.
If you happen to be the specific type of buyer who actually enjoys going far off the pavement, there is the highly sought-after Wilderness trim. For 2026, the Wilderness receives the full generational styling updates along with a hiked-up suspension, providing an impressive 9.3 inches of ground clearance. It also gets a shorter final drive ratio for superior low-speed crawling, improved approach and departure angles, and aggressive all-terrain tires straight from the factory floor. Crucially, Subaru upgraded the transmission cooler exclusively on the Wilderness, which bumps the maximum towing capacity up to a very respectable 3,500 pounds. For some context, the regular Forester trims can only manage to tow 1,500 pounds, which is barely enough capability to haul a small riding lawnmower. So, if you want to pull a small teardrop camper or a couple of heavy dirt bikes, the Wilderness is essentially mandatory. Let us move inside the cabin, because the interior is where you're actually going to spend your life. The very second you sit inside the 6th-generation Forester, you immediately notice the outward visibility. Owners affectionately refer to the cabin as a fishbowl, and they are completely correct. The side windows are massive, the roof pillars are remarkably thin, and you sit in a commanding, upright position. In a modern automotive era where every other crossover feels like driving a chopped roof bunker with tiny portholes for windows, the Forester is an absolute breath of fresh air. It's also ridiculously spacious inside. You're getting over 110 cubic feet of total passenger volume, easily beating out its main competitors. Even if you're an incredibly tall person, you'll find abundant headroom and legroom. When you open up the extra-wide head rear hatch, you get 29.6 cubic feet of dedicated cargo space behind the second row. Fold those rear seats completely flat, and the space expands into a cavernous 74.4 cubic feet of maximum cargo capacity. It embraces a highly practical, boxy shape that effortlessly swallows mountain bikes, large dog crates, and bulky flat-pack furniture without forcing you to play a frustrating game of spatial geometry. But we absolutely cannot talk about the interior without addressing the massive, glowing elephant in the room, the infotainment system. Almost all trims, except for the absolute bare-bones base model, feature a massive 11.6-inch vertical, portrait-oriented touchscreen right in the center of the dash. It certainly looks highly premium on a glossy dealership brochure. It features fantastic wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto integration, but real-world owners have been complaining loudly across the internet. On cold winter mornings, the system can take a frustrating 15 to 30 seconds just to boot up and actually become responsive to your touch. When you simply want to turn on your heated seats and drive to work, sitting there aggressively tapping a frozen piece of glass is extremely annoying. Subaru has been issuing over-the-air software updates that have improved the boot time slightly, but it is still far removed from the snappy, instant smartphone-like experience buyers expect today. The climate controls are also permanently docked at the bottom of the screen, and while there are physical buttons to adjust the temperature up and down, basic things like adjusting the fan speed require taking your eyes off the road to tap the glass. It's definitely an ergonomic compromise. Out on the open highway, previous generations of the Forester were notorious for terrible wind noise and loud road roar. It used to feel like you were driving a nylon tent through a hurricane. But Subaru actually listened to the harsh feedback. For this new generation, engineers significantly stiffened the inner frame construction, utilized loads of modern structural adhesive, and packed in vastly more sound-deadening insulation material in the roof and the floor. Real owners who traded in their older models are raving about how incredibly quiet the cabin is now. Yes, it is still a tall, boxy utility vehicle, so you will inevitably catch some noticeable wind noise at 80 miles per hour, but it is no longer the exhausting, loud acoustic nightmare it used to be. A huge part of the peace of mind associated with this vehicle comes directly from Subaru's proprietary safety technology. Every single Forester rolls off the assembly line with the standard EyeSight Driver Assist technology suite. It uses stereoscopic cameras mounted high up behind the windshield to constantly monitor the road ahead of you. You get excellent adaptive cruise control, active lane centering, automatic pre-collision braking, and automatic emergency steering. There's even a highly advanced feature called Emergency Stop Assist on the higher trims. If you are cruising down the highway using the driver assists and you suddenly suffer a medical emergency and become completely unresponsive, the car will recognize this, automatically slow itself down, pull over to the shoulder, turn on the hazard lights, unlock the doors, and immediately call emergency services. That is the exact kind of brilliant, thoughtful technology that makes this such an outstanding family car. However, there is an inconvenient truth and a hidden financial cost tied to all of this windshield-mounted safety tech. If you live in a rocky area or drive behind a gravel truck and inevitably crack your windshield, getting it replaced is a massive, expensive headache. You cannot just slap a cheap, generic piece of aftermarket glass on there and call it a day. It requires a flawless, factory-certified recalibration of those EyeSight cameras. Owners frequently report standard windshield replacements costing upwards of $1,000 to over $3,000 at the dealership. It is highly recommended that you secure a comprehensive glass coverage policy with your auto insurance provider the second you buy this car. When it comes to long-term reliability and ownership costs, maintaining a Subaru requires a very specific, disciplined type of owner. If you treat it poorly, like a cheap rental car, and ignore the service manual, it will absolutely punish your wallet. The Boxer engine is a unique, horizontally opposed layout, and it demands clean oil to survive. You really want to stick to strict oil changes every 5,000 to 6,000 miles, no exceptions. Then there's the continuously variable transmission. Subaru marketing materials might confidently claim the transmission fluid is a lifetime fluid, but any honest, experienced mechanic will beg you to get that fluid drained and filled every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, especially if you tow a trailer or constantly drive in heavy stop-and-go traffic. If you do those basic, preventative things, these vehicles will easily push well past 200,000 miles on the original powertrain.
So how much is this going to bleed your bank account? The absolute base model starts at an incredibly reasonable $29,995, but realistically, almost nobody buys the base model. The true sweet spot of the entire lineup is the premium trim, which starts around $33,385 for the gas version or $34,730 for the premium hybrid. The Premium gives you the big touchscreen, a massive panoramic power moon roof, a 10-way power driver seat, and the essential cold weather package with heated seats and heated exterior mirrors. If you desire a slightly more aggressive aesthetic, the Sport trim brings cool bronze exterior accents and 19-inch wheels, and for 2026, they introduced a brand new Sport Onyx edition that blacks everything out for a very stealthy look. If you want pure, unmatched luxury, the Touring model pushes past $41,000, piling on premium perforated leather upholstery, ventilated front seats, a heated steering wheel, a smart rear-view mirror, and a fantastic Harman Kardon audio system. When you step back and look at the total comprehensive package, the buying logic of the Subaru Forester becomes crystal clear. You're definitely not buying this vehicle to aggressively dominate the fast lane of the interstate. You're not buying it because it possesses the most flawless, hyper-responsive software interface in the automotive industry. You are buying it because it is an unapologetically honest, remarkably practical utility vehicle that does exactly what it promises to do. It will keep your precious family incredibly safe, it will hold all of your oversized camping gear, and when a freak blizzard hits and everyone else is sliding dangerously into snowy ditches, your Forester will just calmly, quietly grip the road and get you home. It is not trying to be a fake luxury car, and it certainly is not hiding behind a bunch of aggressive marketing gimmicks. It is just a highly capable box on wheels, and frankly, the market desperately needs more cars exactly like that. But I really want to hear your take on this. If you were spending $35,000 on a brand new compact crossover today, would you choose the Forester's unbeatable all-wheel drive and incredible visibility? Or would you play it safe with a mainstream Toyota RAV4 or a Honda CR-V? Drop your thoughts, your personal owner experiences, and your hottest automotive takes in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.